You're welcome to the technical analysis of the Nigerian stock market. This is Market Formula. In case you are joining us for the first time, this is where we talk about technical analysis of the Nigerian stock market. So we break down the numbers, tell you basic entries and exits, where you can buy and where you can sell for highest return in the Nigerian stock market. Good to have you. Let me know where you're joining from. Let me see if this streaming is going to work out well. So it works out fine, and that's fine. But if it's not good in your end, I'll be dropping the link to join the Zoom so that you can be in the Zoom with us. We do this on a weekly basis. Every Sunday like this, we come and we do this. We look at the market generally and we look for opportunity in the coming week. All right, I'm waiting for people to join on the Zoom. Okay, already people are already joining me on the Zoom. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. How was your week? Okay, you're welcome. Yes, I can see my people. We are already ready for this meeting. It's good to have you, everyone.
Yeah, good evening, coach.
Welcome, sir.
Happy Sunday, sir.
Yes, I wish you the same. You're welcome to class. All right,
Thank you.
this today we'll just be looking at the market generally. So this is market update. It's not like the regular classes that I do. I believe some people may be joining on the YouTube. Let me see if that YouTube will work out. But if it's not working out, if YouTube will live is not working out, then we can go ahead and continue with this. Let me start recording. Okay, so looking at the market generally, the market has been really, really good so far. You can all agree with me that this market has been really bullish and a lot of people have been cashing out. But how long can this bull run continue? So we need to always pay attention to the market to know, because when the market will reverse, it will give us a sign. But from what I'm looking at, if you are okay, let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. All right. So from what I'm looking at, the market is actually not ready to pull back yet. It's not ready to pull back. So it's still giving us that momentum. If you know how the candlestick really works, you know that this candle that I'm looking at, this is the month of July. We are in the month of July already. So this candle is actually the month of July. It's still a breakout of this channel. And see, the market is just closing at the highest, telling you that the bulls are fully in control. So looking at the weekly, even on the weekly, you can see that there was even a gap last week. There was a gap in the market. This is signifying momentum. When you see a gap like this, see market just gapped, telling you that people are really, really, really positive with this market. So that's just the whole share index. I like starting from the whole share index anyway, because that whole share index will guide us on the general direction of the market. So if the market is extremely bullish, we will know from the whole share index. Ever since it picked up from here, has been bouncing higher. See the previous high was broken, pull back, broke it, and started going up. So where will it turn? I don't know. But when it's about to turn, we will see.
To move.
So
So I don't
we
know how the NGX is going to resolve that. So again, Kate has been kind of standout for me. And then I'm looking at Champions Brewery.
Someone
I'm
is
looking at
playing
Champions
video.
Brewery because, like I said, you compare it to the other, like to Guinness and to Nigerian breweries. The price, uh, the price has not really moved. And if you look at their balance sheet, they have the cleanness of the balance sheet of all these companies. Because, like I said, don't have any debt, and
Sorry, I'm trying to look for. I'm so sorry. Let me do this once and for all. Where is it now? I don't know why this is not showing me what I want. Okay, I think we can go ahead now. Okay, I think the voice has stopped. I just hope that it doesn't start again. That's why I'm looking for where I can disable that for others. Can't find it now. Can't find it now. I want to disable audio for others. So let's just go ahead. So from what we are seeing now, the market is bullish. Having said that, what do we now do? We want to look for where the opportunities are. But I was just trying to scan through the US market, and I can see that US market too is showing strength from what I'm looking at here now. See what the US market is doing. I think Apple, if you can trade US stock, Apple at this current level is good for a buy, following the strategy that I'm looking at now. Apple is good for a buy, and there is a higher possibility that it's going to hit back this previous high. So from what I'm looking at, it's most likely going to hit that previous high. Let me adjust this. See what happened. See this red candle. It has a very long wick under, telling you that there is, what's it called? There is buyer's pressure here. That means buyer's pressure at a pivot. See the pivot. And the following candle was a pullback candle because the candle did not actually get to this low. Then the next one was a green candle. And look at this month now. It's picking up. So if this month should close like this, there's higher tendency, probability that Apple is going to hit back the that's $266 mark. That's for US market. That's not why we are here. We are here for Nigerian market. So I'll be going through the stock screener. So for the stock screener, we just look at one or two stocks that we can trade this week. Let's go to Nigeria. All right. So apply. We're already looking at the Nigerian market. So I like to go by the filter. So let's see filter. For filter, this market capitalization, that's not where I'm really interested in. Let's look at the percentage gain for 1 week. Let's see what happened last week. So for last week, the highest gainer is TIP, then followed by Academy Press at 33%. And this Hena Mewa, I don't know this stock. Wema Bank is also pushing up. Wow, this is a breakout. I'm not sure we are going to look that direction. This is also a breakout. We are not looking at that direction. In fact, one thing that used to surprise me in this market, the way price moves, I don't understand. I bought this stock from here, 23 naira, sold at around here, and look at what happened. See this candle. You cannot explain this using technical analysis. So there is something beyond technical analysis that is actually moving this market. So I need someone that is well informed in this market to help us. This is also not a good trade, but this trade is running and is running quite well. That's Hoando. I believe that you bought your Hoando because this week we don't know what is going to happen, but I'm expecting that this stock will hit back this mark of 80 naira. So if you have not bought yet, hey, Can you still buy now? Well, if you can take the risk, but the way it is now, your entry is now around the midpoint. See, if you are buying here and you are targeting there, as it is now, your risk now is like 40-40. So it's like 50-50 trade that you want to take now. But the way the market is behaving this day, that the market will just break out. This stock, I won't be surprised if we just jump up and start going to 100 naira, 120 naira mark. So that's for Wando. The trade is running. I think I gave out this trade last week and it's doing well now. This is not a good trade for us. This is also not a good entry. Yes, market can keep going higher, but we don't want to buy at resistance. Price is already getting close to resistance. You know what we do here? We go by technical analysis. Yes, that's my major strength. I would have bought around here. I would have bought around there. I'm not sure I gave out this trade, but I would have bought around there. So this particular stock interests me. I've been in this stock since last year, and let me show you why I bought the stock and the trade is going on quite well. I saw these two. I entered this stock around. Let me show you. Yes, I entered it on the 3 months chart. So if you really want to play this market well, the Nigerian stock market, you need time. You need time. What was the the signal I saw? Let me delete this. Okay, I saw this big candle. You already know how I arrived at that big candle when the price was there. This is my most important candle when it was actually here. So I bought this stock based on this rejection. See the first rejection. If you watch my previous videos, you will see this analysis there. The first candle dipped in, went back up. Let me open it so that I can see it well. The second one dipped in, went back up. I already know that buyers are stepping in at this price zone. At this price zone. So what do? We buy. So I bought. At first, it went up, went back. I started feeling bad for the first 3 months. The next 3 months, see what it did. Immediately I saw this candle, I knew that this thing is most likely going to break out. And see what happened. It just broke out. I don't know where it's going to stop, but for this stock, my target will be around. Okay, there's one target here, but let me still hold it for more. Let's see whether it will get to around 10 naira because it's still possible. Why the market has not entered into overbought. Look at my RSI. It has not entered into overbought. Let's check it on the monthly. Even on the monthly, it's yet to enter. It's just about entering overbought. So I can still hold this stock for another next 1 month and see what the market will do. Most likely, this stock will hit 10 naira 20 kobo. That's for that stock. Let's see another one. Ikeja Hotel, no trade. Dangote Sugar. Do you have this Dangote Sugar? I expect you to have this Dangote Sugar because we gave out this trade a long time ago when the market was still consolidating around here. So for me, my Dangote Sugar should be around maybe 70% up now. So if you are following me, you should also have the same return. They never look at the market behavior these days. Market is breaking out. So what I will advise is that hold trade for longer. Hold trade for longer. At first, I was not also holding trade for longer. I was just entering and selling at what's it called at a resistance. Like this is a good trade now. This is a good trade in case you are looking to buy. This is Berger Julius Berger. But we still need to check other things, other metrics. Average trading volume is so low. So if you are going to trade this particular stock, maybe you just put little money in it. The volume is low, so you don't want to enter into the stock and get stopped. Yes, you have Dangote Sugar. That's good. Thank you for that information. So you already know where we are going to sell our Dangote Sugar. Let me go back there again. I already know that market is breaking out. So if I'm going to hold and start selling, I will sell. I'll start looking at maybe 90 naira, 100 naira mark because it's going to break out most likely. Market is breaking out. Everywhere we see stock now, they are breaking out. So based on that information, I want to hold trade for longer. So let's see. This stock is not at my entry. The only one that I'm seeing that is at my entry now is this beggar, Julius Beggar. But the challenge we have with Julius Beggar is the volume. You already know this volume is low. The volume is low. Let me show you what I'm looking at. This is average volume. This is 277,000 units on an average. I'll need an average of, let's say, 1 million. 1 million is a safe, or 2 million anyhow, but this is too low. So if you are going to buy this, you need to do liquidity risk on it. So the volume you are buying should not be more than 20% of this. So 20% of this particular unit, that's 2,000, that's 220. So 20% will be like 27. What am I saying? It's 5%. Sorry, 5%. Don't buy more than 5% of this volume, especially in a week or in a day. Don't buy more than that. And you still also need to check your sentiment and see if it aligns. This particular stock. All right, someone told me about this stock, and I know that I did analysis on it. This particular stock, Guinness, and I was looking at head and shoulder pattern, and you can see that the head and shoulder pattern is already breaking out. Let's see how far it can go. We are looking at a breakout, but that place is far, man. This is 300,000. This is 300%. I don't know if market can do that, but let's just be realistic. At least market should hit 150, 150, 250. Let's see whether that will play out. There's another stock that I just saw now. This is also playing out. Most of the stock that we have, they are running in good profit. Look at this stock now, USC. See where it bounced from, and it's just breaking out. So if you have stock for now, please just hold it for more, hold it for longer. This is also a good trade. Boa Cement. If you have it, you know, consolidated all mark. Okay, multiverse. Okay, so some people are already suggesting stuff that we need to look at. Let's see. Let me just quickly run through this now. I'm not saying consolidated all mark. They said is at entry. Wow, this is good. This is good at entry. The entry should have been at 2 naira 67 kobo, this pivot level. But as it is now, you can still buy. But yeah, the current price is good. Thank you for giving us this stock. Yes, this stock is actually good. If I'm going to enter this stock now, let's bring it down to weekly and see whether, okay, for the weekly price is up actually at the entry. But if I want to still refine this entry, I'd rather buy at, if I can get this stock at the opening of last week, 3 naira is good for me. 3 naira is good. Anything from between here and here, just look for entry. This stock is good. Thank you for recommending that. Then we have Ella Lake swap for Ella Lake. Okay, someone is already suggesting that we swap Dangote cement for Ella Lake. Let me see. Ella Lake, I'm not looking at the charts for now. Because why? All right. Ella Lake is already painting two red candles on the weekly. But is this still good price for me to buy? I'm not sure. Let me see again. It's still not good enough. If I want to buy now this stock, at least if I'm saying I want to buy, I'm not thinking of buying it. I won't deceive you. I'm not thinking of buying. This stock is already too, I don't know how to explain it. Maybe because I bought early. I bought this stock around last year. So for it to jump, so I sold. For me now to go out and buy here, I think there are other better stock. But if you still want to buy this stock, buy at the entry of this bullish candle. If price comes to this 8 naira mark, is a good price for you to buy. At least it's safe. Allmark and multiverse. Multiverse, let's see multiverse. For multiverse, we need to also check volume. All these stocks, they don't have volume. That's my fear. This is 324,000 units on an average, which is low. So if you are going to buy this particular stock, don't buy more than 5% of this volume. I hope you get my analogy or my idea now. So don't buy more than that. Okomu oil, these are breakout. Market is seriously breaking out. Sterling, is sterling goodbye? Not too familiar with this bank, but from the look of things, is similar to what we have in Access. Look at Access chart. Access is printing similar pattern. So, and I'm already in Access. I'm waiting for a breakout. If Access breaks out of this zone, we are looking at around 34 naira for exit. So for Access, our entry was around here, 21 naira. Although I was looking for 19 naira, I couldn't get, but at least I was able to average to around maybe 21 naira thereabout. So for this particular stuff. So I'm still waiting. Jais Bank. For Jais Bank, let's see. Wow. Jais Bank has already picked up from here. We should have entered around here for Jais Bank. But as it is now, is a breakout that we are expecting. So if there is a breakout, then we are looking at around 4 naira. But if you want to look at the risk reward, this risk is higher, is too high. So at least market can come to somewhere around here and still go back up. So you are actually risking 26% for 18%. That's not a good sterling. For sterling, so for sterling, although for sterling also, it has already left my entry. You know how I like to enter the market. I like to enter around here. I would have entered around here. For where it is now, let's just hope for a breakout. It will still be around here. So my risk 35, my reward around 30, 39. If that is a good risk reward for you, that's fine. But for me, I'm not sure. If you are looking for stock to buy now, let me show you what I'm watching. I'm watching, there's this stock that I saw now. I was watching the stock, but I didn't even know that it gained on Friday. I'm just saying it for the something. Okay, this Legend Int. I didn't even know that it gained 9% on Friday. So I was already looking at this low that if market can dip lower. But from what it's looking at, okay, see, is a rejection of this low last week. So if you want to buy this stock, I think I can recommend it. And the volume is good, 7 million on average. 7 million on average, which is good. NASCON should be way up. Yes, I know. Because we traded NASCON when NASCON was around here. I still remember NASCON. Past, these are past trade. When NASCON was here, that was when we were buying. And I didn't even know that it's going to break out. See, I sold it early and see what it's doing. Market is breaking out. Okay, Legend Int and Champs. Let me check Champs. I'm looking at Legend Int. Okay, that's not Champs. Champs. Let's see Champs. But for Champs, see entry for Champs. At where it is now, I will not recommend it, except you have another reason why you want to buy. But from technical uh, analysis angle, this is not what I'm looking for. Let's look at this stock, Haradale. I'm talking about this Haradale. Maybe this Haradale, let me see what it did. I already have Haradale anyway, but from what I'm looking at, if it dips lower, this is like cup and handle. This is handle. That's the way I used to trade my own cup and handle. It's not the traditional way. I'll look at this handle. You understand? A market now dipped and is trying to find support. This is monthly chart. Last month was a red candle, and this month is also already painting red. This is how I like to enter the market. I've already bought. Even next week, if I see what the market is doing this week, rather, this week is going to close the month. So we should pay attention because the close of the month is also very, very important. And we should pay attention to what the market is doing to close the month. The close of 3 months is very, very important, followed by the close of monthly, then followed by the close of weekly. Close of daily, I don't really look at it because it's always noisy. Today is gaining, tomorrow is losing, and so on. So for that, I'm looking at Haradale. So Haradale is good. See this pattern. This is the pattern that was also forming in Ella Lake then. So if this thing should come lower, I will buy more until it gets here. So if it gets here, so what I'm expecting is that market bowl, form this bowl. And if it's able to break out, we are going back to 787 for that. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. Better glass, no trade. This would have been a good trade, but let me leave it. I like entering on a pullback anyway. FTN Coco is a breakout. Okay, you can see this WAPIC insurance also. This is good. See rejection, and the month is already about to close above here. If it does this, what it means is that it wants to go back and hit this high. And if it's breaking out, we are expecting 50% return on this with a 25% risk. So this is a good trade. If you are looking for a trade also, and the volume is also good, average volume is 6.89 million units. That's on an average, 3 months average. Let's look at access. Banking sector, they are not that volatile because of regulations. Let's see Zenith Bank. Zenith Bank already broke out. This is also like the pattern I just showed now, but this one is too close to the this resistance and is already hitting here. So I would prefer the other one. That's what's that stock again? I think it's an insurance company. When you go back to the video, you can refer to that stock that I checked. You see this
That's right.
pattern? Oh, thank you. You see this pattern again playing out. Pull back into this zone and it's bouncing. This prestige insurance assurance. Okay, for FCMB is a good trade. For me, FCMB is a good trade if you are still looking for a buy. This is resistance. At least it will hit here. At least. I like the pullback. And if it breaks out, where are we looking at? This is a possibility, which is 14 naira. And it also has volume, 60 million units volume. UBA breakout, UPL, I will not trade that. Which stock is this? This transnational corporation. This stock is good. This is my entry. This is the way I like to enter the market. This is the way I like to enter the market. What's the volume? And the volume is also not bad. This is 3 million units on an average. This is the most important candle and the low is protected. Looking at the pivot, market is already bouncing off this pivot. Let me remove this Fibonacci. Market is bouncing off this pivot. So where is the next place it's going? Here. If it breaks here, it exposes here. This is like its 80% return on that trade. May and Baker, Fidelity, this is a breakout. Let me see. This is another breakout. Line Africa, breakout. Stanbic, breakout. On oil, breakout. Which stock is this? I don't know this stock, but it's flat for me. I'm not sure it's a good trade.
Corn
On
oil.
oil, are they
Yeah.
still in operation? I doubt it. It transact. Wow, that's already hitting resistance. Breakout. Which stock is this? Transcorp power. All right. What's my take on this? The volume is low. The volume is low. The volume is low. It's a good price to actually buy, but the volume is low. I don't know how it will respond. Might take some time before it will pick up. But who knows? The market is always proving us wrong these days. These are stocks that are just flat. These are stocks that are flat. These are stocks that are. So let me know in the comments, which stock are you looking at this week? Which one do you want to buy? Let me know. Which stock do you want to buy this week? This universal insurance, delete all this. Let me see it clearly. You see entry. This should have been the entry. Looking at this body, the pullback is good, but can we buy here? Let's look for a better stock to buy. Orlando, thank you. You are still looking at Orlando. Let me see if Orlando is still around good entry. Orlando, yes, Orlando is still good. Let's hope for a breakout for Orlando. So that's what I'm looking at. Orlando is good. All right. Any other thing? Transcorp, yes. Ikeja Hotel, thank you. You are buying. Which one is this? Corn Hall. I don't know this stock. So that's what you want to buy. Make sure you do your due diligence, please. Please. Veritas analysis. Okay, let's look at Veritas. Veritas. Yes, Veritas Capital is still good. Are you looking at the entry? The volume is good. This is a good stock to buy. Let's look at it critically. Yeah, this is the candle that wants to close above here, and we are looking at this low. So Veritas Capital is still a good buy from my hand. Let's hope for that. That's 50% return for Veritas Capital. Consolidated Allmark. So for consolidated Allmark is also good. This is also good. This is also good. Looking at, see, market is rejecting this low. You can see it touched it, it went back up. Touched it, went back up. Touch it. This is the third time it's touching it, it's going back up. Now it has formed a bullish candle. What do you expect? A follow through. Follow through. Aim for a breakout. At least, okay, that's 50% return. Even if it's not going to break out, let's say it will touch here, that's 26%. Is 20% worth it? Let's hope for a breakout in this stock. NGX Group. Well, for NGX Group, what happened to that stock is that the market just see what happened. My NGX Group, I sold it around this place, not knowing that the market will still pick up and just break out. If you put Bollinger Band on this now, let me put Bollinger Band on it and you will see what the market is actually doing. So for Bollinger Band, you see that it's already outside of the Bollinger Band. See, you can't go and buy outside the Bollinger Band now. That's overbought because market can pull back. Can't buy overbought. See where we should have entered when it was hitting here. That was when I bought and I sold here. You see, and the market is now here. So let's hold for stock for a longer period now. I think the market is bullish and is really still very strong. So another thing that I would like to look at before we end this video is the dollar index, the dollar chart. Let me see. We need to check because it's been a while that I looked at that chart. Because it's a signal to what the market is also about to do. Let me delete all this. So for me, this dollar is still strong. The bulls are still in charge. Let's measure here. Okay, we are looking at this body because that's the most important body that I'm seeing there. If you now look at what the market is doing here, it formed small candle, then it's forming support. As it is, where the price is now, I think it's finding support. See what is happening. The market is has failed to close below this candle on the 3 months. First candle tapped into it, went back up. Next one, this is a support that is holding. Two things are, in fact, one thing that I'm seeing that is most likely going to happen. This thing will start picking up again. So dollar might start picking up from 1,500 to go back and retest this high of 1,600, 1,700 mark. GT for GT please, how do we get the dollar naira in? Yes, it's on the chart. Just go normal way you search for from this place. Just search for US USDNG, but you have to be on hold, not stop. USDNG, that's it. Is here. US dollar versus naira, Nigerian naira. So that's how you know. I used to track it also. I remember I did an analysis when market came here to around 1,000, and I said people should buy. And market dipped into here and went back and hit the high. Now it's struggling. It's not pulling back. It's not selling. This market is not selling. In fact, from what I'm seeing, it's just consolidating. After consolidation, what do you expect? It will break out again and start going up. So if you have maybe you have investment that you can do in dollars, I think it's good time for you to start buying dollar as it is now. And the way it works is when dollar is going up and if foreign investment is coming in, it's not cheap. Our market will become cheaper for them when they look at it, when they convert $1,000. $1,000 now is now 1,000 1.5 million. So it's big money as compared to when they will bring $1,000, it will be 300,000. You understand? So their little money is making sense in our market. So it will attract foreign investors. That's how it works. And for maybe companies that have exposure to dollar, the challenge they will have is as this thing is going up, let's say they have loan that they are servicing in dollar, they now have to pay more. They have to pay more to that will now affect their own bottom line. At the end of the day, their profit will continue to reduce. So this is how to use the dollar chart also. I also use it to, in fact, this dollar chart is one of the charts that I use to confirm my MTN trade. You understand? When it started pulling back, I knew that some of the companies that are suffering from dollar, what's it called? Dollar from that exchange rate, they will start benefiting from it when it start coming down. And again, the government policy now favored the telecom industry when they were allowed to increase their tariff. So that will be all that we can take for tonight. Let me look at GT. I know GT is not at good price. Someone is asking about GT Co. I know it's not as good price. But all these things that we are doing it based on technical analysis. GT could have been good around here. But as it is now, from trading perspective, is already overpriced. Let me show you how it will look like on the SCGT. So for GT Co, you will see that you see what happened. GT Co should have been good at this entry, at this place. Should have been good here. This was where we should have bought, or when it was pulling back here. I like buying on pulling back. I will not go and buy outside of the Bollinger Band because already it's overbought. It's overbought. That's why it's going outside of this Bollinger Band. It might start correcting. And what I mean by correcting, it might start ranging or pull back. UACN, UACN, okay, UACN. For UACN, what do we see? Wow, UACN 2 is already breaking out. For me, I would have loved to enter this stock when it was here. Look at it. When it was forming these small candles, this would have been my good entry for that particular stock. But as it is now, It's already outside of the Bollinger Band. Can't buy that price. It's not a good price for entry. All right, so thank you everyone for turning out. So by next week again, we will look at the market generally. We need to look at the market generally. I hope and I believe you've been able to pick one or two stocks that we will be buying this week. Thank you for turning up. Thank you for showing up. Until next week when we meet again, thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, bye for now.